Pyramids are one of the top tourist attractions near Mexico City, and yes, they are touristy but totally worth the visit. We found going without a tour gave us a more immersive experience. In this video, we'll share everything you need to know, how to get there, how much walking you'll need to do, and the best time to visit. Stick around to the end for the hidden gems that most tours completely skip. To introduce ourselves, we're the Slow Mad Travelers. We're Canadians with a nomadic spirit who seek a local experience and off-the-beaten-path adventures. Welcome to our channel. There are 4 main areas to explore at Teotihuacan: the Pyramid of the Sun, the Pyramid of the Moon, the Temple of the Feathered Serpent, and the Avenue of the Dead, which is the 1-mile-long thoroughfare. You'll see all of these and a few surprises in this video. We got to the pyramids by public bus. From Mexico City's Autobuses del Norte station, we took a direct bus to Teotihuacan for about $4 each way. Tickets were easy to buy, just get them from the driver who also gives change. Look for a bus with pyramids in the front window, super easy to spot. The ride took just under an hour. We took the same bus back from the pyramids to get back to Mexico City, but getting off a stop or two early lets you explore the famous Basilica, which completes the day trip to Mexico City. This is all easy to reach by public transit. We hope you also get a chance to see the Basilica on the same trip, and the scenic grounds around the Basilica are really worth a visit, and as well the area around the Basilica, it really has a unique feel, very local, a lot of good delicious Mexican food, so it's worth walking around and getting a few bites to eat over there as well. If you'd like to see a video about the Basilica, please let us know in the comments as well. Entrance to the pyramids costs 80 pesos, about $4. Teotihuacan is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and home to some of the largest pyramids in North America, actually the biggest in Mexico and double the size of Chichen Itza. It's hard to believe this massive city was built more than 2,000 years ago and that so much of it is still standing today. At its peak, around 200,000 people lived here, making it one of the most important and largest cities in the ancient world. Oddly, it was later abandoned, and to this day, no one has cracked the mystery as to why this happened. Centuries later, the Aztecs discovered it and named it the City of the Gods, or Teotihuacan, believing that no human could have built such an elaborately laid out city. Only gods could have built something so gigantic. Rather than rebuild the entire thing, the Aztecs turned it into a sacred pilgrimage site as part of their own rituals. So while the size of the pyramids is really impressive, there are 3 things that really stuck with me. The first was just how determined these people must have been. The Pyramid of the Sun is taller than a 20-story building, and they built it all without modern technology, without metal tools or wheels or even animals, just stone, sweat, and really a lot of determination. Standing beneath it, looking up, I couldn't quite wrap my head around how they managed to pull it off. The second thing is how the city was run. Unlike a lot of ancient civilizations, there's no sign of a single ruler. Decisions were thought to be made by a group of people, which feels surprisingly modern and inclusive, especially compared to how many societies are run even to this day. And third, the diversity. Teotihuacan was home to people from all over, different languages, different traditions, all living side by side. It was multicultural well before that was even a thing. So to plan out your visit, it took us about 4 hours to fully explore the grounds. Be prepared to walk a lot and under full sun. Bring water, snacks, and definitely an umbrella or hat. Even though you cannot climb the pyramids or temples, there are some steep steps in some areas, as you can see from this video. So if anyone has mobility issues, just be forewarned. We definitely recommend getting here early. When we were leaving in the afternoon, one of the entrances had actually been shut for no apparent reason, so mornings are your best bet, even if it's a bit crowded. There are 2 entrances though, so if one is closed, just head to the other 15 minutes away. Be careful around the gates. There were people posing as guides, trying to charge tourists for pricey tours, when really all you need to do is walk around to the other side and pay the normal entrance fee, so you don't need to get scammed. Bags and food are allowed inside. Most vendors around the site sell lots of handicrafts, but there's also a little section with food and drinks. Make sure to try the Mexican fresh fruit popsicles, especially the mango chili one was absolutely to die for. By lunchtime, most of the tour groups had cleared out. We had the whole place practically to ourselves. It was a completely different experience, much more peaceful and quiet, so make sure you get a chance to experience that as well. As you walk around the site, you will see a lot of artisans selling handicrafts. You see the very colorful textiles, pottery, and carvings. One of the unique ones is obsidian, which is basically volcanic glass that has a black, shiny, and smooth surface. It's formed when volcanic lava cools so fast that crystals cannot form. In the olden days, it was used to make sharp tools, weapons, and jewelry. Now, all sorts of obsidian sculptures and souvenirs are sold to tourists. Since we only travel with carry-on luggage, we didn't buy anything, but we saw lots of people getting things wrapped up. If you're at all curious as to how we fit an all-seasons wardrobe into one carry-on bag, please let us know in the comments. The first unexpected hidden gem of our visit was the botanical gardens near the Pyramid of the Sun. Not only is it beautiful, but it showcases native plants once used for food, medicine, and rituals. Walking through it felt like stepping back in time. It was quite surreal, walking through the same gardens that the people of Teotihuacan walked through so many centuries ago. There's even a picnic area where you can relax and eat under the shade and trees. Another hidden gem is the Teotihuacan Museum, which is very easy to overlook. We noticed most visitors skipped it altogether, but it's 100% worth your time. Inside, you'll find beautifully preserved murals and a deeper look at what everyday life was like here 2,000 years ago. There's also a darker side. The museum doesn't shy away from the more intense parts of the city's history, including human sacrifice as part of ritual traditions. The museum really helped connect the dots with everything we saw outside. It's super visual, really eye-opening, and already included with your entrance ticket. Taking the extra time to explore these hidden gems really added to our experience and made us feel like we were stepping back in time, actually seeing the remains of the men and women who lived here, along with their belongings and creations and artwork, gave the whole experience a je ne sais quoi quality, making it much more personal. It became not just about the grand structures they built, however incredible, but more about the type of lives they lived and the traditions within their society that were so important to them. So we hope you get the chance to visit the pyramids and that these tips help you have a more immersive and meaningful experience. If you enjoyed coming on our journey, please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you for the next one. For tips on funding your next trip, whether you're slow traveling or just going on vacation, check out the link to our website in the comments below.